Hey guys. Alright, so I'm sure everyone's seen plenty of videos for the A380 by Fly-by-Wire, but I figured I'd do one slightly different, as this is, primarily a helicopter channel. However, I tried this because of all the hype, and honestly, it's one of my favorite aircraft. Considering it's free, and this is just the alpha. Mind blown. And I know the feeling's mutual. I just got done flying with Sim Fanatic on his stream. Shout out to Sim and all the people on the channel. And everybody was, blown away by the quality and just the detail that has gone into this aircraft. As you can see, she is a big girl. She is absolutely enormous, and it feels like it. You definitely can tell this is not an F-14. Sporting the British Airways livery from flightsim.to. Link will be in the description. Should be pretty obvious while I'm sporting that one. Taking off today from Manchester Airport. I'm just gonna do just a quick overview of the aircraft, mainly the EFB, of all the little features in there, which just add so much immersion and just gets you into the experience that is the A380 itself. Maybe do a quick loop around Manchester Airport and bring it back down. I won't mess with the autopilot and all of that stuff, mainly because I have not gone into it in detail yet, so it would be like a blind person leading another blind person. I'm going to be no help to anybody. If that is what you're looking for, I apologize. That will not be in this video. This is a brief overview, quick flight. The most that I've gone into is, normal bug basic autopilot flight of using heading and vertical speed and direct flights. I have not messed with IFR and localizers because I very rarely fly airliners. I don't get into that part of excuse me, of aviation. As you know, I mostly do tours and HEMS and firefighting, which incidentally a Montana firefighting video will be coming next. So we will jump into the aircraft. Before I do so, as I'm sure everybody is aware, the 4K and 8K textures, I'm using 4K, but there is some frame rate droppage that even people with way better machines than what I've got are experiencing, which is one of the reasons why I picked Manchester Airport at the moment, because it is nice and quiet. We've just got somebody from Half-Life over there, that's a scary concept, and a Lamborghini in midair. Okay, so, of course you have the, the baggage truck, the catering truck, the little tug, and the stairs. This does have the ability that if you go to those pretty little gates over there, they work. Which I just think is amazing. So, here is inside the cockpit. And I'm going to be moving my head very slow to try and reduce the amount of ickiness that appears on this video. But as you can tell, this is a monster. Oh, sorry. A absolute monster of an aircraft. And once I get my head all the way around here, you'll see the best part. And yes, I've opened the flight door, and there is the cabin. Beautifully rendered in VR. I do not have any add-ons to allow me to move around. Unfortunately for myself, because I would love to experience the inner workings of that cabin. It's just not something I get into often enough to to warrant it. Okay, so I'm going to try and bring my head back as slow as we can without being way too slow. Everything works. As you can see, I mean, there are still some things that don't get me wrong. Let me retract that statement. Not everything works, but it's an alpha. So we have some little cool features. Let's go over those that most people might miss. We have the footrest, should you get tired on your virtual flight. We also have, which I believe is going to be coming in, not that part, that one. Yes, come on. Getting the actual clicky part is sometimes a pain in the butt. No, you see, no, I didn't want that. Alright, well, will you work now? There is a click point, which, let's see if it'll work on the other side. Let's see here, come here. No, you don't need footrests right now. No, okay. This slides out. And you have a little, like, meal table. Oh, is that it? Okay, well, we heard the click there. And come on. Okay, well, that slides out. We also have working visors. Should you be like me and run in DLSS and sometimes get blinded by the sun. Ooh, pretty. So we have those. We have one for you, the captain and the first officer. The middle one does not work as of yet. Maybe it does, I just haven't found the click point. And then if we come over to the left side, yes, this window does open where my mouse is right now. We also have shutters. And if you go all the way over to the left, we've got some more. I don't know. I think it's kind of a neat little add-on there. So let's fire up the EFB. So this is, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is built for SimBrief. I do not use SimBrief at the moment. I'm going to have to start. Imported in, obviously, you know, anybody that uses SimBrief will understand that better than I can. As again, you have not imported any data. So here are your ground options. Now, I haven't tried the stairs, so let's see. Yep, there we go. Open the door. Stairs are coming up. You're gonna need to turn, otherwise. Oh, there we go. Now, come on. If you like immersion, that is the dog's bees. Typical British expression for everybody who knows it. I mean, that's just so cool. Alright, so people can get on board. And we can plug in the ground power. We're gonna start the baggage truck doing its thing. And people, I'm sure, would like to eat. And then we're gonna swap outside so everybody can see these things work. Alright, bring my head around. There we go. Better frame rates outside at the moment. So we've got the ground power going up. Stairs are already connected. Baggage truck is going to where it needs to, and the catering truck has already opened the door at the back and is about to load up with food. I mean, you just can't beat that. And it's free. Free! I mean, Mr. Staircase Man over there disconnected a little quick because I haven't loaded anybody in yet. But that's fine. He's got places to be. He informed me earlier that he has a hot date with the stewardess, so off he goes. Yeah, have at it, buddy. All right. So we're gonna go. Oh, Alright, you're just gonna leave the car there, that's fine. Okay, so we'll keep those for now. Fuel. Set your fuel options on this screen, and then we get to the best one as far as I'm concerned. You have your decks, upper deck. Wait, click. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm on that. That is not a sim thing, that's my VR. There we go. Upper deck and lower deck. We can say... let me get my hands in position here so this works. 1 second, I apologize. Alright, so we are gonna put... 399 passengers out of 484, and I have the boarding time set to instant, or we can do fast, which is going to take 7 minutes, I believe that says, or real, which is going to take 33 minutes. So depending on the added realism you want, you can start boarding while you power up the aircraft. But for this, we are going to set it on to instant, and they have automatically allotted their cargo weight. So we're going to say, hey guys, get on board. And there are the seats that are currently being used. Most of the main deck, and only a couple of the nosebleed seats. Okay, so, I mean, just little things that just add, that realism for you. And there's we need to turn the pushback system. Everybody watching, pay attention to this. If you have any additional ones, this can cause problems. You do not need any additional ones with this. It works flawlessly. Let's call a tug. Turn my parking brake off. And I'm sure we've all seen this before. Here's Mr. Tug. He's gonna go connect. And we will have him move us into position, as I don't see any... No, there's gonna be no traffic coming behind me. She is a whale. Does not turn awfully well. To be expected. Not a dig at the aircraft at all. Okay, so we are going to... You can back me up just a little bit. And we can turn quite severely. Probably more than that. Yeah. There we go. So he's going to put me right there. As we can see, we're just moving along nicely. He's doing his job perfectly. Just gonna have him back us up. And then we get the fun job of trying to get around that little hairpin there and onto runway 23. That's it, keep backing us up, buddy. Alright, now hold fire a moment while I just... Okay, so can we go backwards? Nope. That's it. About there. And that's good there. Stop. Alright, disconnect you and turn off the pushback system. Okay, so here we have the performance tab. which monitors your top of ascent and all that happy stuff. Again, links perfectly with Navigraph. I do not use Navigraph at the moment. I am cheap. Works with flightsim and ATIS. And failures, if you want to throw them in there. Full simulation cannot yet be guaranteed. It is an alpha. But if you want to drop all electrical power and plummet to the floor like a stone, you can do so. Electronic checklist. And let's see, presets for lighting. And if you want to be slightly lazy, you can come to this one. And I've been semi-lazy and just like working through the different bits, getting it starting with ready for pushback, getting to this stage, then getting ready for taxiing along, which is what we're going to do now. I just have not had the time to learn the full aircraft. It's yeah, there's a lot to learn. Lost for words here. So you're gonna start up. I'll take a second, but here we go. Everything's gonna light up. And I mean, people are having frame rate issues, and I get it, but not to be that guy, but cry me a river. This is a 16 gigabyte of RAM laptop with a 8 gig 3050 in it, and I'm running VR and recording through the headset. I can't really complain. You know, it's always, I always find that stuff, you may have to alter some settings. I know you may not wish to, but it's not optimized yet. So, you know, let's give fly-by-wire a little bit of a break and some credit, because holy crap, this is free. Pardon me. And yeah, outstanding work. Absolutely outstanding. I really, really want them to do a rotary helicopter. Like, please make me a Bell 206 with the ability to add the firefighting equipment. Yeah, we need some more aircraft like the H-145 that HPG did with, you know, that functionality. I would love if 2024 gave you that, right? Like, you had the 206 and you want to add a tank to it, go ahead. You want to add the hose option to suck up the water, go ahead. Yeah, you know, just kind of bridge that gap and make it a little bit more interesting to me anyway. I'm sure not everybody feels the same way, but I just find that would be a nice bonus. Okay, definitely also one more thing while I'm thinking about it. Do run the throttle calibration. As I've said, I'm running a Logitech X56 HOTAS, so I have 2 throttles, not 4. So in the setup, which, hang on, let me show that as we are now, well, on our way. Okay, we're getting engine 4 turned on. Engine 3, yeah, you see, I could have hit fast. I did not. I figure, you know, I've got enough to talk about. Let's see, we have the realism option. Obviously, at the moment, for the you know, the sake of the video, I have it all set to instant. You can obviously set it to full realism, which would usually be my jam, but not when you're trying to record a video. Let's see, I'm trying to find the, there we go, throttle detents. So it's under settings and sim options. You come in here and it's done all of that for me. And so, yes, and there we go, that's the part I was getting at. You have 1, 2, or 4 independent axes. If you have the reverser, I would like the reverser, because, oh my god, it slows you down. And there we go. So, we should be, are we ready to taxi? It appears I have some power, so yes, it looks like we are ready to taxi. I guess my throttle was up higher than I anticipated. Okay, so let's give me a little bit more power, because she is a big girl. Okay, so come on, where's my throttle? There we go. Throttle is a little touchy. I haven't recalibrated after the patch, which was this morning, so it's probably a little off. Let's see, this is not going to be pretty. Trying to get around this tight corner here, but we will make every attempt to do so. Oh, a bit too much brake in there. I mean, considering the size of it, it's not that bad. But she is not small. That's it, keep spinning. Oh, no, I see that last one was too much. Alright, you have to compensate for the sheer size of it. Like, do not hold your rudder and expect it to come back instantly. It will not. So I will show you now. Okay, full rudder, released, takes a while. Which does, ooh, that's too much throttle. And the same for banking left and right, as I will show you. It's a big bird. You are not going to make very small rotations. You are doing very, very wide circles of the airfield. Thankfully it has very good visibility inside, I find, so it's not too difficult to find where you are. No, I'm not following the yellow line. I know I'm going to get chastised in the comments for that, but we are just trying to get to the runway here, mainly before the battery on this headset dies. Let's see, we're going to get as much space as we can because she's a big girl. Yeah, almost. Come on. There we go. Oh, you see, I left it too late. This is what happens. I did not prepare for that. Okay. We are going to sit right on 2-3. Or try to at least. Stop it. See, there's a little bit of delay there. It could be how my controls are set up though, I suppose. Alright, so we're going to sit right here. Now, for this one, we are gonna, well, no, we're just gonna say we are ready for takeoff. Let that do its little thing. Now, I don't find this, I'm gonna regret saying this, and I'm completely jinxing myself, so touch wood, tappy tappy tap. I do not find this aircraft that difficult to land. As long long as you compensate for the sheer size. I would say, I don't know how accurate this is, but if you've flown the C-17 that's freeware, it's ignore that. It's very much like this. Heavy. Okay, let's turn this off because we don't care. This is not a learning video. Alright, so we are gonna put some parking brakes on and get some throttle going. Oh, let's yes, we have the flap for takeoff. And we're gonna go up to, there we go, we can hear it going. Let it wind up a bit. Release the parking brake. There we go, got that nice little click going. Off we go. I'll just stick it into tow right now. There it goes. A little fast going into Toga there. I'm usually a little slower and winding that throttle up. Off we go. Sounds like a choo-choo train, but I love that. I definitely feel like I am mosey on down the runway. What are we at? We are at 160. So we are going to rotate up. Yes, we are, and we're going to just about clear those trees. Alright, let's see, we'll put the gear up. There she goes. Put the flaps up. And away we go. British Airways taking off from Manchester Airport. Spin the camera around here. I'll get out a little distance and then let's start the bank ramp. Oh, yeah, I already annoyed it. Okay. Oh, I really peed it off. Okay, here we go. As I said, this is not an educational video, this is just a quick demonstration of the aircraft itself. So any alarms we hear, we are going to ignore the crap out of those. We just want to stay in the air long enough to land. I did not load any passengers. Well, I think I may have loaded some passengers. Oh well. If I didn't, when you do, your seat light, the seat lights load up. I will check actually in a second if I put any passengers on. I don't think I did. Okay, so we're going to go to payload. I did. Never mind. Ignore me. That's right. I put 399. It's been a long day. As you can see, the seats are lit up. Everyone is boarded. Sorry about the frame rate there. Okay, let's see. We want to try and find Manchester Airport, which is going to be right over there. Okay, there's some frame rate dropping as we come over Manchester. Not really a surprise. Alright, so there's Manchester Airport. So we don't want to gain much more altitude than that. We're sitting at 8,000, just under 8,000 feet. Ooh, yes, I know, you're grouchy, because I'm overspeeding the aircraft. I would be grouchy too. Okay, bring the throttle back. And this is what I find, but it's my flying. You have to know what you're doing, because otherwise, yeah. Same with everything else. Okay, so we're going to put, because we're just doing a loop, so let's put some flaps back on. Come on, flaps. There we go. One more. little more. There we go. Drop the throttle back. I'm going to turn off the annoying beeper. Thanks. We know. Okay, we're going to just swap to external a second to see whereabouts we're at. It should be on this side. Okay, so there's the airport. So we're going to come down a little bit more and then do a sharp turn around and come into land. Hopefully not vomit into the ground. And apparently we are flying with Ryan Gosling in the local vicinity in a C-130, I believe that is. I am honoured that he is being transported by a C-130 near my position. How's it going, Ryan? Okay, so that's it. We're gonna bring our speed back. We're gonna start to do a turn around. As you can see, she is a heavy girl. Okay, so we probably want a little bit more flaps because I'm gonna drop some speed. Come on. Oh, flaps are being janky. There we go. I was bound to an axis switch on the throttle. Sometimes it picks it up, sometimes it doesn't. And let's drop some speed even more with the speed brake. I've yet to stall this thing, so who knows, today may be the day. Okay, back to external a second. Here. Such a beautiful model. Okay, and of course that guy would despawn, so now I'm having an issue finding the airport. Go back, there we are. So we're gonna be coming around. Oh, Chimey is back again. Probably a good thing pilots can't leave this. Yes, thank you. I know. Great. Tremendous. Shut up. Oh my god. I get it. Now, this is going to be an interesting landing because I'm a little high for this kind of approach. So, now you're going to see if I can land it doing this, anybody else that's doing something, you know, professional and knows what they're doing should be able to put this bird on the ground with ease. But you can also fly it like you're coming in for a quick emergency landing like a C-130 would, you know, damn near vertical and stopped in 3 seconds. Okay, so we are, oh, yeah, we don't want that low throttle, thanks. We are on reverse thrust at the moment. That was probably what it was complaining at. Barely any thrust would be good. Oh no, we don't have the gear down. Okay. Set that going. That's going to complain and not want to come out until we're lower.
500.
Pull up.
I know.
Pull up.
I'm aware.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
We will be fine. Just likes to panic.
Too low. Terrain.
Yeah, I know. We're going to swap over
Too
to
low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
That one.
Too low. Terrain.
Okay,
Too low.
so
Terrain.
everyone's got to deal with that because I can't take
Too
my
low. Terrain.
controls at the moment.
Too low. Terrain. Too
We'll
low.
be fine.
Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Yeah.
Too low. Terrain.
Do you think there's
Too
terrain?
low. Terrain.
I'm not sure.
Too low.
But I
Terrain.
think there might be terrain.
Too low. Terrain.
Alright, here
Too
we go.
low. Terrain.
We're gonna bring our nose up a little bit
Too
here.
low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
It's fine.
Too low.
Don't worry.
Terrain.
Big
Too
baby.
low. Terrain. Too low.
Alright,
Terrain.
here we go. We're coming in. Drop
Too
that
low.
speed
Terrain.
like we needed.
Too low. Terrain.
Gonna drop our
Too
butt
low.
on the ground.
Terrain.
About we can get us a little bit
Too
more
low.
throttle.
Terrain. Too low.
About
Terrain.
150.
Too low. Terrain.
30.
20. Retard. Retard.
Ooh, that was a little early. But
Retard.
still. And nose.
Retard.
There we go.
Retard.
And reverse thrust. And brakes. And as you can see, her stopping distance, considering how fast I was coming in there, is not bad. I made it, as we all saw, just on the border of that grey. And yeah, she stops. So while you need a hell of a long runway to take off, you don't need a huge run to land this thing. Just land early and power on those reverse thrusts, and you can drop her any way you like. So yeah, phenomenal aircraft. Highly recommend everybody download it, even if you're like me and you don't like airliners. This will change your mind. It's really fun to fly, even when you don't know how to work, you know, all of this gubbins in front of me as well as you should, and you don't know how to mess with the plethora of screens and buttons down here. So I can only imagine for people that have the time and dedication to, you know, want to absorb all that knowledge, this thing is a gold mine. But even for, you know, casual people like myself that think, you know, I don't want to fly a helicopter, let's take 399 people on a loop around Manchester. Yeah, jump in it and do it. It gives you a whole new experience. Yeah, I cannot say enough good things about this aircraft. Just the modeling is impeccable. Most things work straight off the bat as the Alpha. You've got more buttons and switches to play with than a kid in a candy store. There's, you know, everything works. You've got, you know, the layout of the bus and the electric and your fuel and hydraulics, and my head will not bend any more than that. Not today anyway. And of course we're stopped here, so we may as well. Okay, clicky the green button. Thank you. And there we go, we can get some sun while we're here. And just soak in the wonderful weather that you experience at Manchester Airport. Of course, anybody that's been to Manchester Airport knows what a crock of fluff that is. Okay, well, this is it for this video, guys. This is just a short one. I just wanted to, you know, give credit where credit was due on such an amazingly done community project. Well, no, let me take that. I don't know whether it is community project, but project created that the developers listened and took and analyzed and, you know, took input from the community of simmers in as much as wanting a 380 and created something amazing. Hopefully that is a better way of putting it than just a community project, because I don't want to take away from what the guys at FBW have created, because yeah, in my wildest dreams, I mean, even as far as we have the, you know, the foam seal, you know, the rivet holes, and oh, we've got a little bit of wear here. You know, I mean, the O-poop handle, and like, come on, it's amazing. Oh, and those shades that are on my side are also working on the first officer side. Slide you down. So, you know, if you share a cockpit or whatever, then the other person can not be blinded also. That one does work, but for some reason there we go, you saw it, grab it there. Come here. There you are. Go over there. And then if I can peek my head around the seat. It's VR, like it's much easier in flat, but the channel is VR, so I figured I should bugger it, you know what it does. Show you it in VR. And you definitely feel like you are in a monster. You want the oxygen mask after you've done flying it, but that way. So yeah, definitely download it, fly it, play it, do Illiman loops in it, whatever you can do, and let me know in the comments what you think. If you got this far in the video, please like and subscribe. Really helps out the channel a lot. Sooner we can get monetized, sooner I can start giving people memberships and, you know, hopefully getting some deals, sponsorships, and some promo codes for you guys to help out the community in any way that I can. It's always been very good and helpful to me, so if I can repay the favor, so be it. Have a good one, have a good night, guys, and I will see you in the next video, which will be a firefighting flight in Montana with a 500-foot fire zone on Wild Horse Island on Flathead Lake.